So none of them, not one of them, would have Boris Johnson in their cabinet. Would he want to be there?
I think it's fair to say that Boris Johnson's unlikely to want to serve under any of them, particularly someone like Rishi Sunak, who resigned to lead to his downfall. But despite the fact that none of them want him in their cabinet, Boris Johnson's going to cast a large shadow over whichever one of them becomes Prime Minister. He has such a legacy. He's going to be there in some form or another, even if it's not present.
People saying today that things got a bit personal, got a bit nasty last night. Certainly felt like Penny Mordaunt was a bit rattled after some of the briefing in the papers over the weekend. She said that she felt that she'd been singled out, perhaps because she was such a big threat. And Rishi Sunak certainly seemed to get an absolute battering, perhaps because he's had the most experience on dealing with the economy, which is obviously a hot topic at the moment.
I think most people seem to think Rishi Sunak is guaranteed to get into the final two. The way this works is there will be whittled down to final two candidates who will then go to the wider Tory membership for the final vote. And everyone seems to accept that Rishi Sunak is going to be in that final two. And that means that everyone wants to throw punches at him, because they know that if they make it, he's the one they're going to be against. And therefore, he, last night, was getting punches from every angle possible. They all wanted to have a pop at his record because they know that he's the person to beat.
He's got a very high profile, of course, probably the highest profile of any of the others. And that goes a long way, as Boris Johnson will prove. The membership, though, would you like to look into your, what is it called, crystal ball? And tell us what they're looking for.
Well, that's where it could get interesting. Rishi Sunak has won over a large number of MPs, but a lot of Tory members want to see lower taxes, and that's something that Rishi Sunak has been the Chancellor. We're coming up to this year, we'll have the highest tax burden in 70 years, and he's overseen that. And that's going to be a real problem for members, and there's a lot of talk at the moment that when it comes down to the final two, it could be the anyone but Rishi candidate who the members go for in the end.